Welcome. Welcome to Talking Real 1000. You already know I'm the host, Bobby J. My co-host, my brother, my partner, Wizey's El Jefe. What's up, bro?
What up? What up? What up?
Ain't nothing. Stretching. It's been an easy day. What's good with you?
Let's see. What did I do today? I gotta after. At 8:30 tonight, I'll be on another podcast show. It's Oops. You caught me smoking. I think it's this. I think that's the name. Dan's gonna hate me. Dan Land. I
Hey,
don't know.
what's going on in your side of town? Look who's here, jumping in the building. He in the
Be
back channel.
different.
Yo, it's been a long week, man. This month going by fast.
Oh, this whole year's gone by fast, bro. It's like, can you really believe that we've been doing this for almost a year?
Yeah, I wasn't
Like,
looking like that, but that's been a long time too. That don't seem
it's
like it's
this.
fast.
Yeah, it does, man. It seems like yesterday we started this shit.
Yeah, if you look at it that way, you could look at it
I
that way.
still recall just saying it, not having any of the equipment that we have now, none of the stuff that we've been doing. It was just the mic, the phone, my Behringer mixer, Audacity. It's like we've come such a long way now, man.
Yeah, feel like I ain't getting nowhere. That's how I feel.
You feel we ain't get nowhere.
I feel like I got somewhere, but I don't feel like I got where I like. I'm just every
We
time
just
I get
scratching the surface, man.
every time I get
We just
over something,
scratching the
I go
surface.
to the next something. So there's always a next something with me. So I'm always thirsty. I'm always hungry. So there's always a next something. Every time I get close and break a door, then it's like, all right, there's something else behind it. There's gotta be something else behind that other door. I just
Oh,
try and
listen,
get
man.
all the doors, man. I'm gonna peek in all the doors, man. Find out what's going on.
We've got a lot going on, man. We just launched our Teespring store. We launched the Real Wise Productions Teespring store. Had a lot of nice, cool designs that we just put out.
Mm, I gotta get me a couple of shirts. I don't know if
And
I
then
get
we just
more stuff, yo. I don't want to spend no money. I honestly don't want to spend no money this year. Like most of it. I really don't. Not even to buy nothing. Not nothing. Yo, I keep filling up my fridge. Yo, I spent like $200 on everything. Yo, fish oil, fish sauce, oyster sauce. So I got stuff that anything I feel like making, I can make it. Seafood, anything. I got curry. I got Indian, Thai. I got all seasonings. I just bought mad seasoning. Like, yo, this is how I'm gonna prepare it not to spend nothing. If I want fried rice, I'm gonna fry that bitch. Like that's it. I'll fry it. I got all the seasonings to fry my rice and get me some fried rice. I'm not buying nothing. I'm like that's what I mean. I'm not
you know what I
spend.
made today? Actually, for the first time, and I like because I'm thinking of as far as being healthy. I made empanadas in the air fryer.
That's cool.
The first time, that's the first time I ever did it. It was came out pretty good. Like the first couple of ones I kind of burnt, but that's how you mess with the settings. You know what temperature you got to cook it at, and I feel like now I know what temperature to cook them at and where and how long to cook them for.
Yeah, somebody just put in an order for 150 of them shits. I was like, okay, I'm telling you, I'm hustling. Okay, $1.50. You need them by when? You want them fried before they get there? Or do you want them fried when they get there? Half chicken and half beef? No problem.
That's a lot of frying when they get there, man.
Listen, this is how, listen, they want 100 empanadas. All I care about is how they want them. The frying and all that stuff, that goes to the next department, which is my boy Be Different and CMB Eats and Catering. And then I'll be helping him, so I'll be a waiter after that. I'll make my sale, then I'll make my sale, then I get back to work. But I say I just don't want to spend no money. I want to try to keep the spending less than the making, and that'll that'll balance out everything. And then whatever
Okay.
comes from the ventures come from the ventures. But me personally, with my money, I just want to make sure that I chill out. I don't really, do I? I gotta always ask myself, do you really need that? If I can't say yeah, then that's the question you got. Do I really need that? I like it. I want it. I don't really need
But do you really need it? Yeah.
it.
Well, that's what you have to. That's those are the sacrifices you have to make when I'm saying when you grinding and trying to get
Trying
to
to
another
get to
level.
another level.
Say, yo, all right, we was just checking, make sure that echo wasn't forever. You
What?
hear my?
Let's see.
Don't jump on the
You all right,
screen.
man?
Lost your voice. You don't hear
You
me.
hear me?
Oh, now we hear you.
Now we
Okay,
hear
no.
you.
Oh, you
Okay,
was
my
skipping
bad.
for a minute. You had to
Let me
skip
sit.
for a minute.
Let
My
me
bad.
sit up front.
It's like
No,
you came on the screen and didn't say nothing and shit. Like we know we
uh,
live and shit, right?
cause y'all was talking. I didn't want to interrupt. I was gonna wait for y'all to stop. What's going on, gentlemen? I apologize.
Nah, we was kicking it. Yo, I was waiting for one more party to come anyway before we went into the topic at hand. But we
Heard
do.
that.
I do have topics today. I reached out to
Heard.
some people. Matter of fact, I reached out to a Patreon member of ours.
Mm,
So she posed a question. It really wasn't a question, so I'm not gonna do that because it was a question, but we ain't professionals, so I won't put it in that question. What is your take on children and the amount of time consumed on a screen? That means video game. That means phone. That means TV. The amount of time that children spend, the average child these days.
They're being raised by TV, man. They're being raised by tablets. They're
yes.
being raised by
Yes.
phones. They're being raised by all these things right now, man.
Yes, they are.
Like if you don't see a kid right now with a tablet in front of him nowadays, it's not normal.
What's your
It's,
take on it, though? Like, what is your personal belief when it comes to this?
Oh man, it depends. Like if, because like certain kids learn real quickly using these tablets, man. Like the knowledge that these kids are gaining is at a ridiculous rate. Some of these kids know how to use these tablets better than the adults do.
yes, they do.
And I'm talking about kids 4 or 5 years old
Yes.
that use these tablets and know how to use it better than their parents do.
Yes, they do.
And know all the little tricks and all the little games because they find out all this stuff.
All right, so if you was a parent, how much screen time would you allow your kid in a day? What is if you was telling somebody what is like what
What's
would
an acceptable screen time? But see, that's
what
what I'm saying. For everyone, it's different, man. Like, what are you gonna limit? You're gonna tell your child that You get 3 hours on the tablet.
It depends on what they watching or playing. If they, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I am gonna tell my child.
So say your child is
Like,
doing something say your child is doing something creative with his tablet and stuff like making entertaining videos and stuff to entertain and positive stuff and things that are creative. Then what?
if that's the case, then you still gotta give him some time to rest. He's still a child, so you still gotta cut him off after he ain't. He gotta you gotta let
So
him.
what's an acceptable hour? What's an acceptable screen time a day?
If it's and this is what I'm saying. Acceptable screen time is
As far as what this is just entertainment purpose or education wise. That's what I'm saying. Like now with remote learning, they're in front of screens more now because they're doing remote learning.
so I'm talking like outside of learning. All right, cool. Let's leave education out of it. We're not.
So
I mean,
just
but now,
basically what
yeah,
with the consumption of YouTube videos and all this other stuff that they be watching on Facebook and all these other stuff.
but then now that I think about it, you got to be fair because if you have them in front of a fucking, if they're in school on the on a computer for 8 hours, when they get home, if being on a computer is what they like to do, now you can't tell them no. They was in school, so now you got the whatever amount of time school screen time, and then plus a little entertainment screen time because you can't rob them of entertainment. So it is kind of tricky. Now that I think about it like that, but then they'll be in the screen forever. Especially if they like a TikToker or something. They're gonna go straight from going to school to being in their phone until they go to sleep with their TV. So two
Yeah,
different.
but okay, and then
So
you get these
you
parents
understand?
that do these TikToks with their kids, and it's funny and it's entertaining because you see these people like this one guy who does funny skits with his son, and they do scenes from movies. Like he'll play a character, and his little son play a character, and they'll use the audio from the movie, and they'll just act out the scene, and it's stuff like that. I'm saying, this kid's been on the tablet or plenty of times, and he's been and it's these things now because the world has changed from when we were growing up. It's,
Definitely.
it's, it's a completely different time. Like we're at last of a dying breed. Us, we're the last generation to really play outside. We're the last generation before this PC explosion and all this stuff. I'm saying we the ones who ran the streets the last.
Yeah.
Really, really ran it.
But I'm saying, all right, so because that makes like I guess you would have to say that. So it's gonna be to a point where you won't have the child won't never not be looking at the screen because everything is on right now. Everything is everything is anything you want to do is you'll be staring at a screen.
Yeah,
At the rate everything is going, whatever spark is sparking this child's interest is definitely coming from the screen. So I mean, I guess you would have to make sure at least you could hope that when the city opens up, man, everybody just get lost and just running around. But to limit a lot of screen time because the kids will be able to go out and go to the park and do shit. And now, if your kid is just stuck watching the screen the whole summer, you can't even get him out the house. Then
That's pretty much what's going on now.
yeah, it's too late. Then whatever you concerned with is too
Yeah.
late. There's
Pretty
no,
much.
yeah, it's too late. There's nothing you can do. If he don't get outside after being confined after all this time, yeah, it's too late.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. I don't know. That screen time thing is tricky when you think about school being online. So that kind of like you guaranteed. It's like guarantees that your kid is gonna spend at least 12 hours.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you say 8 in school and 4 after school activities, whatever you want to call it, but it's gonna be at least 12 hours of screen time at some point when all this shit is said and done. So yeah, that's like beating a dead horse. There ain't nothing we can do about that. There's really nothing. You just gotta monitor what they watching though. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like if even on them 4 hours, if you just wanna, you gotta monitor what they watching. Like you gotta keep them, especially young. Like you said, before you know how to move, maneuver something. If you ain't got a parental guide lock.
Controls. Yeah, protect your
Yeah,
controls on
you
your
ain't
thing.
got
Yeah.
lock like that. Yeah, you bugging. I had the parental lock, the web, just so he don't go on YouTube. Yo, he be just watching too much. Cause this, you know, it's sad. We talk about the screen time, but the shit they allowed to be on there, yo. These adults that keep playing these little kiddie games and talking to these kids and just cursing and shit, and it would appear to be a kid watching somebody play Sonic or something like that. That's why like that evil stuff that is like there's an evil Sonic and Cameron is playing this game and Sonic is running around here telling Sonic to slice people's neck off. And this is on YouTube. And it's in the mix with all the baby shark shit. So you gotta monitor that shit. Like you gotta monitor these shits, man. These kids, everybody accidentally bucks up on a site for some reason. You just don't want. You do not want
Yeah,
that kind
man.
of.
This
Yeah, you
shit
gotta.
happens, man. They just by accident sometimes they find fucking sites.
Yo, they doing something right now. My man is sending is they're gonna go for the first day of school. It's a hub for first graders, and they're gonna have hubs for every grade. And it's just set up so that there's nothing but a desk, a row of
You
desks,
don't gotta wash it, but just do it.
and their little uh glass shits or whatever, and just a computer, and they're gonna be their class, and they're gonna all be sitting in these rows, all first graders, no matter what, like whatever school, you can send them to this hub, and they just sit there, and then you don't need as many teachers. They just walking up. You just need a
Talking
couple.
to the mic.
You just need a couple of people to walk up and down the aisle. That's it. Like just to monitor and just make sure that everybody's face into the screen. It's just gonna be.
Hmm.
It's like a big ass. Like just say a giant cubicle, giant auditorium full of cubicles, and it's gonna be rolled up, and you're just gonna the whoever whoever you want to call them now, the monitors, are just gonna be walking up and down the rows and making sure that everybody's gonna be all first grade work a hub. So I don't know. I mean, this is what I got. Like, and they sent it to certain people, like, because I didn't get that letter. And I live upstairs from the dude, but downstairs got the letter. But I wouldn't probably get the letter anyway because I don't have nobody. I don't have a child on the lease. But they gonna be hubbing everybody up, tossing them all up in there. Then you really won't know what they watch the whole time they're in school. They'll just be staring at a screen. You have no clue what they're staring at. It's gonna be a scary times, man. We're entering scary times, man. You watched a whole bunch of movies. I think I seen this one before.
Yo,
Yo,
me, I don't let my son get on other than I took his tablet away from. Don't get me wrong, he could have it, but he be acting up, right? But definitely on a video game tip. Uh, no, I keep track of that, and not just that. I only let him play like if he lucky once a week.
Man, that shit
That ass.
these days. Yo, you're a
Everything else is you got to be learning from it. He got a Chromebook that he got from the school that he has in his room, and with that, he can't he can't go on too many websites if it ain't educational because they got it blocked like that. So I'm fine with him having that shit in his room because I know it's just but so much shit he could do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I try to keep the video game as far as like screens. I try to keep that shit to a minimum.
I be
Or
trying too. Like I welcome not no phones or nothing. Like I'm getting used to not even acknowledging my ring or nothing on my phone. Like I
mhm,
less about devices after I'm done with this and all the shit I do through the day. I don't be wanting to do a text or nothing. I be like, "Oh, fuck this." But I be going to sleep, so they just nobody believes the shit we be saying on here sometimes. Said
mhm,
I have Messenger on my phone, and people kept messaging me. I said I don't got none of this shit on my phone. Nobody's listening to me.
yeah.
I say I go to bed early, though everybody think I'm full of shit, like I party. I'm like, all right, whatever. I can't win.
Huh.
You can't, you can't win. But all right, the screen time is
What'd
yeah,
you say?
that screen time shit varies. I think it depends on the parent. I guess it depends on the situation. I mean, if your kid is active and
Yeah.
then I guess screen time varies compared to if your kid is just always in the house. Like you got to interact with your kids, man. You can't give them like all that time to just be into TV and they phone. Like you gotta pay your kids some type of attention.
Yeah.
If you in the house with them, I mean, you have to. Any other excuse is just one of them excuses that's to me that's like when you have those. I wish I have this kid moment. You know how they got those. I wish I had this kid moment. People have them, man.
Sometimes. Sometimes, yeah.
Have them, the moments, man. Like God damn it, what I would be doing if I have this. So you don't pay your kid no mind, yo. You just give them something to distract them, and then next thing you know, you lose them to the thing, and you really never really know your child. Somebody like, tell me about your kid. Well, he likes video games, and you don't know what video game, how many video games, nothing. You know nothing about that, so you can lose them that way. But that screen time with the children varies, depends on what they're into, and shit like that, or what the circumstances is that surround it. So that's it. There ain't too much else we can say about that. Now, the title of the show is "What is Peace to You?" And I'm starting with B. Different.
Okay. Um,
What is peace to you?
it, First of all, for me,
Oh,
It's to me it's different kinds of peace. It's the peace you have in your home, and it's the peace you have when you're outside of your home. It's all the same, but I'd rather my peace in my home be better than my peace outside of here. Meaning that long as I have everything that I need in my home and the relationships is going right to whereas, it ain't too much strife in the crib. There's no everybody doing what they're supposed to do in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Everything is cohesive, and you need that, especially when you want peace in your home, you know? So no peace to me is not bickering about especially little stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that you could talk about, because and that's one of the things that me and my lady do. We talk about a lot of shit. And sometimes it don't even right then when we talk about it, it's not even an issue. You know what I'm saying? So, for instance, when we talk about the cooking or whatever, I just get an epiphany about something, and just like right now, like I told you when I was at your crib, I'm going to dead this shit because I ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do something else because it's fucking with my peace, not getting that money. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm thinking about right now is how do I, my biggest thing right now, and it's fucking with my peace, is how do I do what I'm supposed to do as far as making sure I have money coming in the crib. That's fucking with my peace. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not like that to where I'm like, all right, fuck it, everything going good. You know what I'm saying? Bills is being paid and shit like that. But it's to me, it's like, oh fuck no, shit ain't right. So uh, I'm trying to not think about the shit. You know what I'm saying? But put my best foot forward in this business, and that's great. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that. So like, it's not fucking with me too much. So I'm alright. But my peace outside my house, that's like when I go to a bar or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not listening to Sean. Come answer this phone. Hurry up. I'm not listening to. I can't listen to bullshit ass conversations outside my home. Ask what you want. I'm in a podcast. Uh, uh, just like anybody, I'm just not willing to fucking like sacrifice, especially when you're sitting in a bar or a get together, anything like that. Like, I don't want to be sitting there talking about bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I need to be stimulated mentally, by verbiage. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not stimulating me with verbiage, like, I can't do it because I don't like talking about bullshit. Like I said, I want to talk about the rappers. I want to talk about let's getting something together and getting fucking rich. You know what I'm saying? Just like Ralph Cramden. It's just like Ralph Cramden. He always came up with some fucking scheme to get some fucking money, and they don't never stop.
He's saying it'll never stop. Yeah. Yo, yo, he's crazy. That shit is crazy. But I mean, I guess what up, King States?
What's good?
What's
What's good,
going on, young
brothers? What's
man?
good, fellas? How everybody
What's
doing?
going on? I'm fine.
Ah, peace. I thought when I was typing. Oh, peace, guys. Yo,
He said whatever I can catch it. No doubt, Shice Black. Respect, brother.
yo, so, but I'm saying peace would be like, of course we want peace. I mean, I guess it is the same, one of the same. So peace to me is just not having to worry about shit. Like me, that's my like. I get what you say when you say just what just just making it sometimes don't feel good. Feels like you're supposed to be doing something to get more. But at the same time, there's levels to shit, and you don't want to. You got to be ready on deck for certain shit. I mean, sometimes it's good to humble yourself and not and feel what real people, a lot of people are going through, like financially. Like for us at the moment, because we keep finding ways to get money, but there's some people that it ain't a moment. So when I feel struggle like this, then I be like, oh, and then I realize the shit that I be buying, I really don't need. This is what I'm saying. Like, it goes back to me. I was talking to Wise about the shit that I'm buying. Do I really need this? Yeah, I don't have. I ain't trying to impress nobody, so I don't have to fucking buy something just so the other people could like it. I can like something, just don't buy it. Like I can just like there's mad likes. I do it on Facebook all the time. There's mad likes and shit that you give that you don't spend no money for. So I'm not gonna spend no money on everything I like. But so it makes you understand that. And then like whenever I think about something like that, then I think of Tori, young girl fighting cancer. Everybody's fighting something. Everybody, young girl,
That's right.
she's walking, she's happy, she's playing. Like I was sitting in the hospital with her, man. She never was down, no matter all the shit that was going on. She never really was down. So if she's strong enough to deal with that shit, then I mean, what am I going? What am I going through? So I just need that. I need that. Peace. Peace to me is big. It's just being around the right people. You gotta create your own peace. I'm done with this peace with the government, peace with cops, peace with the
Word up, mother.
peace with
Word up.
peace with the right people that don't like niggas. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
done with all this peace shit. I just want to go somewhere with a nice my little village, set up camp, live in peace. That's it. Where you just feel safe with everything. Your community has to be safe for you to be at peace. Your house can be peaceful all you want. If you still got to worry about your kid when you walk outside, then you're not at peace, man. There's no peace if you could be the crowd could be peaceful as hell. Yeah, it's quiet. Nobody's trampling through here. But soon as one of your children step foot on the street and turn left and you can't see them, if you ain't comfortable, yeah, then that's not peace. There's no peace. That's what I'm trying to say. That's to me. Peace is that. It don't got to be the whole world living in peace, man. But you do have your gated community like everybody else.
Because it can't. Well, the question is, what's peace to you?
I know that's
Saying
why I wasn't talking about B at all. I was talking about me. That's what I was talking about me. I was that's how I feel. I'm sorry if I confused anybody. I wasn't good. This wasn't me directed. Nothing to be. I'm just saying that's what peace is to me. I wanna be able to not worry as much.
Yeah, man.
If you're in a gated community, the police come very seldom.
Yes.
Your gated community, if you have depending on your gated community, you can't do too many. I just want to take a drive through this community while I get high. You will get pulled over, nigga. What are you doing here? This is what they're gonna say. What are you doing here? So peace is you gotta create your own peace. Man. I just try to create my own peace because I don't see it in the future. Like just I don't see peace. I don't even know if I don't know, man. Everybody has their own peace, and you just gotta find it. And if you could create that peace in the space, then you do that. But guys, it's hard. Man. Peace is hard. I don't see it in my life. I don't see the peace that everybody is praying for and hoping for in my life. And I'm kind of fit. I don't think I'm gonna die to like. But I'm saying I don't see it in my life, yo. I really don't have no real aspect. I'm looking forward to the day there's peace in the world. Like you would never, you just that right there is never gonna come out my mouth. So if that's not the case, then yeah, you want to go and you want to find your peace. You want to create your you want your sanctuary. You want to create that space there. You gotta create it. And the only way to create it is hustle hard. Get a
That's right.
Get a team, hustle hard. Everybody keep each other balanced, man. Focus. That's why all
Yeah.
the dumb shit that B was saying earlier, I ain't paying no mind. We going to work Monday, nigga, and then we going to work after that. So you ain't got to worry about that dumb shit in the block.
He said how that's how cults start off though.
Yo, listen, I let him get it off. I let him got it off. I was too tired to debate that right there. But I was like, man, listen, everything comes. Trust me, there's many times I talk about hitting the block. That ain't gonna bring me peace, nigga. I'm trying to find peace, man. That ain't gonna bring me peace, man. Going to the block. So yeah, you gotta take it on the chin. That's why I think of people that's less fortunate. That's why I'm glad I know people that fought fights and fighting battles and fighting shit like that. So that way I always know that if they could keep their head up and keep faith, and I'm telling them to stay positive, then how I'm gonna turn around and be a hypocrite and then coward. Going to the block is gonna let a lot of people down.
Yeah.
The believers in you, the ones that's thinking you doing right, like that. They don't. You could lose a lot. Deciding to over one of your old triggers. I weighed all the time. Every time I thought about it, I weighed the amount of backlash I would get. The amount of I'm telling you, man, my psychiatrist is white, man. Right, man. You gotta fucking think about a lot of shit before you commit an act, man. I'll be like this. I don't even know. So I ain't even gonna go. I ain't even gonna name the list of names that I had. That shit was like a book before I even finished. Before I got to fuck everybody else. I was like, yo, they're gonna be so disappointed. And that's when you gotta toughen it up. Because all eyes is on you now. This is it. We set out, we claim what we claim. So now you gotta stand on it. You gotta stand on it. To break down, man, it's like your word won't mean nothing. Not only to us, but to anybody that follows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, they gonna be like, yo, fuck that. So yeah, that's it. But like for me, I just gotta create something.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't take Shice. It doesn't take money to create peace. Because look at these celebrities that commit suicide, even with them being wealthy and having all the celebrity.
Wealthy, yes, that's
peace.
right.
Money does not create peace. It does not. It sounds good, but it does not create peace in your life.
And that, and let me clarify when I say money, anything that involves money. I was talking about the village that you want to build, like the land that you would need to acquire. Not money but to build your village. That's all. I don't need everybody to take on. It's the village. But it's going to cost to build this village, to build your gated community, because you want to gate it, you want it on your land, so that you could dictate who the hell you want living on your property. And build a village where everybody's going, where everybody is willing to not be where they can't talk to each other. Like, this is the community. We all got each other's back. That's peace. When everybody know that they can't go out. Everybody's caring for one another. They playing outside in this community. They know that all these kids is playing together. If they're not playing together, they all got their separate groups, but they're still there and they're looking after one another. Because it's the community. Like you got. It's like something that you would have to damn near agree to. I don't care if nobody. I don't care how many people live on the fucking land. It could be a lot. The community might not be for everybody, but you know what? I'm looking for peace. This is what it requires. And I'm pretty sure everybody else would like some peace. Let's take a try at it. That's all.
All right.
I like that though, definitely. That's what it takes.
Oh, I don't know why. It shouldn't take money. Oh, I read it wrong. I read this shit wrong. He's talking about achieve, not create, because I'm trying to create peace. So why does it take money to achieve peace?
It doesn't. It takes whatever makes you happy inside doing like.
But I get what he's saying. Like that's how it's portrayed.
That's what people saying. That's what a lot of people say, that having this money will create this peace for me, will make people, when it's really more than that, man. You have to really look at how you appreciate your life, man. You have to be very like.
I ain't do programming nobody. I read that one fast. I ain't deprogramming nobody, man. There will be some left behind, man. That's how you look at it. Like, they'll be left behind outside this community. That's what I'm saying. There's good people, man. I know so many good people, yo. So I'm sure that, and the children need this community. They need this. They need this to so many reasons. It would be beautiful to show them how we can do together. Show them how we can stand as one. Like these are crucial lessons that our children really need to understand, is that we can come together as one. We can live in a village. We don't have this stigma that the hood is any a group of black people living in or brown people live in a community. The community appreciates. Like those are all the bullshit that they like to say. So this is crucial that something like that happens so that the kids can understand that it's possible. There's a lot of things that's hard. Highlighting the hard shit, but the tough shit we go through. We went through it. So now it's time for us to go a little harder so that our kids can grow up seeing that unity amongst black, brown, Asians. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of these colors. Fuck people, man. That's it. That's all it is. And just not me trying to start a black community. Nah, there's good people. Everybody, good people. I told you I got a village in my head already that people that wouldn't even believe that I might pick them. Like if this was the possibility of us getting a nice land and doing something to do something like that. If everything go good with books and shows and shit like that, I'm already thinking of shit like that. Like that's what we do. We could probably get some land that actually building on it and establishing a. I work with builders, man. That shit ain't. But I know some builders already because of the job I had. So yeah, there's mad shit, but it would cost money. But it would be nice to see let kids just see a community that everybody speaks to each other, say hi. Everybody's like, it's fucking. How many neighbors you say hi to? That's not peace. Man. Your kids will be fighting each other at the park. They won't even know they live on the same block. That's not peace. There's so many things. But peace of mind and everything as a parent, as somebody that just want to walk the street. Like you don't, man. The kid that got hurt, the little boy that got paralyzed in Troy, young kid, because of drive-by. No, don't bring nobody to my fucking community. What the fuck? You want to go on a date? Take your fucking ass out on the street. Come back when you're done. Don't bring nobody here that even look like they're gonna talk shit to any woman in the complex. Like that's what you want. Everybody feel that. It can happen. I don't see police running to gated communities every other day. They live peaceful. Their kids is outside. Nobody's driving there. They're tucked away from it. Gated community is surrounded nicely.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best piece I could ask for. Bro. I could wreck my brain trying to figure out the government's conspiracy and all the smoke and mirrors and everything. You just want to be in peace in your own space. You want to bring people. It's boring. You got fucking acres and nobody to share it with. I don't know all these millionaires and all this acreage. Like, I mean, I want to wake up to a community of people. I don't want to fucking just drive my car. So but that's peace for me. Like, I don't know. I'm tired, man. When I say I'm tired, I'm just tired of all the theatrics, man. Because everything else is just theatrics. All the trying to outdo each other, all the fucking the overreaching. Like people are overexerting and going above and beyond to even do shit on social media, like everything. So you gotta be on top of your kids with the screen time.
Yeah.
And then you still gotta teach them to respecting their elders and making sure that they meet like build this community. Like I said, start Sunday dinners once a month, twice a month. Just start Sunday dinners with your peoples that you see how many people sit at the table.
Mm-hmm.
How many people comes to your table.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's it. Like start Don't wait till shit is hitting the fan and then expect all the love and all that shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
and that. Start building a little, or take turns catering Sunday dinners, just so that the kids can hang together and get to know each other. Get to know that y'all friends. Like I don't know what the fuck. Like to know who your father's friends is or who your mother's friends is. If you can't introduce them to your kid, then you shouldn't be with them anyway. Then and you robbing your child of valuable time if you're just gonna spend it with somebody that you won't dare introduce to your child. Right? You,
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we just got to be diligent and especially us, like pass down certain shit
why
we
Shaggy
feel.
Black always want to come at us? Yeah.
Who?
Nice, man.
Oh,
Look what he wrote. Yeah.
hold on, cause I got the full screen on. What does it say, nigga? You don't think murders occurred and get it? Yeah, of course they do. But if you got the right people,
Man, listen, I'm not listening. I get it. I'm just let the kids see that you could do it.
and you
That's
know what? He also put someone's want to be in control of Utopia 9. Not if you got some kind of council. Fuck out of here. Ain't nobody. Not one individual is in charge.
look, this is getting way extra. I don't want there's no control. This is what I'm saying. There will be no control. This is a whole blueprint. Not gonna discuss it on here. It's
Yeah,
talked about. There will be no one person telling nobody nothing. This is
that's right.
just getting their own little plot on a piece of land that just be tucked away.
Mm-hmm.
You still gotta listen. That it's just a lot of details. It's definitely not for this fucking podcast, so I'm not gonna try to explain it.
Mm.
Back, I will be driving shortly, and then we're gonna kick it. I'm gonna run this by you too. I definitely was gonna. This time we're gonna talk about anyway. I fuck with Chase Black, and this is one of those people that I like. It's just it sounds crazy, and that's why I believe it's gonna work because it sounds crazy. And people, this is the shit you strive to prove. Like it can
Uh-huh.
it can work. You can do this. It can be attained. That's what I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It can be attained, not by one person though, and that's what I'm saying. I already accept that. It's not a I'm going to get this. It's a
No, it's working together as a team.
and it's not just us, the podcasters. It's a we. We gonna get this. That's what I'm saying. There's everybody has a nice knit circle.
But
I know people.
it's
I know
because
people that can't
listen,
live.
just with the fact on what we're doing now, right? We're giving people opportunities that they necessarily wouldn't get or they wouldn't have. I'm saying, like with the shirts and stuff and the people that we
I
send
talk
the
about,
logos to.
about that.
No, I
You
mean
talk
I'm just
about
mean I'm just mean in general how we are providing for others. Like we're out here trying to provide for others, uplift others before we uplift ourselves. I'm saying we're out here providing a service where we're honestly with the way, like with my podcast, the last few episodes that I've been recording have been with people that are doing something in the community and then doing something with mental health and a whole bunch of different stuff, and it helped me put what I wanted to really do with my podcast in perspective, as far as what kind of message I'm putting out to help build up the village. Like, what am I
Mm.
doing to improve in what we plan on doing for the village? So it made me realize that I need to just what I'm doing is the right thing with the people that I'm having on. I'm having people talk about real estate, coming on telling you little tidbits about real estate. I'm having people come on talk about finances. I'm having people come on talking about mindset and what you need to do to switch that mindset and to become a better you. So by me doing all that, it's kind of me getting that has kind of brought a piece to me. Whereas far now, because for a long time I was like, I didn't know what kind of where I wanted to take my podcast really, or or what direction it really was headed to. And now I truly know that I'm a voice that needs to be heard, and there's topics out there that I need to touch and breach and bring to the people so that they can understand that, listen, you're not out here alone. We're here to help. We're here to help grow this village and show people the way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I guess you could wrap it up like that. I guess. I mean, it's just peace, yo. Like to us, peace is the block taking care of the block. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's just what we. That's what. Despite all the choices we made and all the times we ignored everything, it came right back to what we always was taught and what we was always used to. Even when people were struggling, you knew people were struggling. It was okay to knock on a neighbor's door and ask for something. How many times can you say that now? Like, is that something that people were even so much ego, so much pride, so much all this? Back then, if you was fucked up, you was fucked up.
Mm.
The block knew you was fucked up. It wasn't a secret. it was.
Yeah.
It's like there was no secret.
Uh-huh.
It was the fucked up house. You was the fucked up house. If they knew you was good kids, it was no problem to go and knock somebody's door. And these days,
Right.
not these days. I don't. I doubt that's the case. I doubt that's the case that a child will even think that it's okay to do it. Like parents and everybody is so isolated, and then that's what I'm. So it's
Uh-huh.
it's just that's to me that was peaceful. We enjoyed childhood. We got to be a kid.
Yeah.
Nobody, like I told B, man, there was nobody who was worried about somebody snatching you on New Lots in Vermont. And then on top of that, who was worried? Who was worried? Who thinks that nigga would have made it to New Lots in Jersey or Bradford? That's
Yeah.
snatched you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
somebody,
Word.
yo,
Yeah.
there was no cameras, there was none of that. It was they was on your
Yeah. Yeah.
stopping that kid. Like this is how it was in our neighborhood. I don't know how every
Mm-hmm.
neighborhood was. But this was what it was. It was peaceful to me. Your best years is those years. Those years, like we when we were. Oh, I've been thinking about this ever since Angelo passed. You know what I'm saying? Like those years. Those are the best years. We didn't worry about shit. At least we got to be kids. It might have been started out rough, but that little ever right there,
Mm-hmm.
that shit was just priceless. We was all on the block. We was running up the block. Nobody ever was. We were and within that New Lots between
Pennsylvania and Wyoming
no, I'm not even going that way. Going just Hegeman and what's
to
this
Riverdale or
Riverdale?
Livonia.
No,
Livonia, actually.
nah, man, Riverdale. What's the one
Okay.
the block right up from Wheelhouse? Right up.
That's my block,
That's
Riverdale.
Riverdale. That's Riverdale.
That's Riverdale. That's my block.
All right, between Riverdale, Hegeman. If we walk up that strip of New Jersey, everybody knew who family member you was.
Yeah. Fucking right.
All right, so we oh you
Yeah.
could walk. We was up running up the block. Remember, our
Yeah.
block wasn't short, so when you say
Yeah.
leave the block, you had a whole
Yeah.
strip to go down.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair to say no.
Going down towards Hageman was a lot farther than going to Riverdale.
Yes. Yes, it was. That block is longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got that whole block you riding up and down a bike.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
like those were my peaceful days. If I
Uh-huh.
only go off of what you know as peace, you know, if
Yeah.
you kind of analyze your peaceful moment. So for me,
Mm-hmm.
to be that type of community, that type
Mm-hmm.
of region,
Yeah.
especially these days with all the madness. You need to know that there's nobody's going down by themselves. Kids are gonna stick together. We gonna stick together. Everybody in this village, everybody on this block gonna stick together.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not gonna be I caught the guy on camera. I pulled out my camera. I called the cops.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. I fully support that. Right to possibility.
That's right.
Yeah.
waiting for the other part.
What other part?
Oh, I don't know. I thought, but I mean, you just gotta. I don't know. I'm just into. I'm in the mood for trying something. And this is what I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm giving it 100%. So at the end of the day, I'm going to acquire some land. No, that's it. That is my goal personally.
Yeah.
Other shit is nice and it's a thought and it's something like that, but I'm acquire some land. Like that's my goal. I don't care if it's nothing on it, yo. I go park my car in that bitch.
Word them up and sleep in that bitch.
I'm gonna acquire some land. Like
What?
before
Yo,
I buy me a house, I'm gonna see that money I would spend on a house.
hold on.
I'm trying to get a lot of fucking land for that price.
Yeah, definitely.
I seen some nice shit, and I know two people that already spent 149 on their house. 149, in that ballpark, and they property ain't the property line ain't one. What is that? That's some old shit, or you just topside?
Nah, that was some older one.
Yo, so yeah, I seen some nice shit, and it wasn't 149. It was still less. Like that's my goal. I just want to get some. That's it. Then if my ideology don't work, I'll figure something else. I'll switch plans.
Son, it's listen,
I'm
it's a
not worried.
crazy world out there. Look at
It is.
look at look at the nonsense that just went on in Georgia. I'm saying the dude that bodied 8 people. It's a crazy world, and that's why we want to build the village that we want. I'm saying we want to have the people around us that are creators that want to build a future, not just continue to fight for the scraps that these politicians and the government want to give us. It's about us building something sustainable, something that people can be proud of. People can be like, yo, we're building something real big here as far as our family goes, and showing how to build generational wealth, not just
Mm-hmm.
become rich.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, what he said.
Word them up.
What he said. Listen,
Right.
listen. Everybody gotta have dreams. Everybody gotta have goals. Everybody gotta be ambitious.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
You know what? I'm not curious. I watched enough movies. I don't even want to figure nothing out. I'm gonna deal with the shit that I got already that I know. I like the known better than the unknown. I
Mm.
want to know what's on another planet. That shit, I'm not even trying. I'd be happy if they fucking do find a way to fly to the moon. But that probably won't be until after they fuck shit up here anyway. But yeah, that's peace. That's my piece. That's my piece, and I'm striving for that bitch, yo. That's it.
Listen, I'm just I've found I found my peace doing what I'm doing here and building what we're building. So I'm good. It's like I see what I want to do and where I want to take this to. So
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm at peace. Very cool right now. But I would like to rely when I retire. I would like to retire in peace. so wherever I'm, so wherever I decide to take my ass and just relax for a while, I would like it.
Uh-huh.
I would like it to be this village. I don't want to be outside of the village. I'm not trying to do shit. I'm trying to be in the mix. I still want to hang out. I still want to drink. I still want to throw up. I still want to
Yeah.
do regular people shit. I'm not trying to.
Uh-huh.
I'm not trying to be like some guy that. Nah, I want to be in the mix. I want to be able to joke around, play cards, darts.
Yeah.
So that entry fee is that entrance is the entry to the village is crucial with the energy that you bring in.
Yeah.
And you already know who you vibe with.
I don't know about that, but why would they? That's how the all of that shit is built off of slavery. I'm getting ready with what you call, cause that's a whole nother conversation.
Listen,
That's a whole
That's a
nother
whole
topic.
nother. That's a whole nother different episode, man. That's a whole different
Yeah, that
episode.
is.
that's
That
that.
is.
Somebody gotta write that down. We gotta save that. Listen, why you show
Uh,
me? Yo, I'm not gonna talk about that right now. I'm not.
yeah,
I'm gonna wait. That's that one.
that's got to be like there got to be some kind of panel.
Yo, son, that why this is what I'm saying.
No, that's when we really need an expert on the show.
Exactly. Look,
I'm gonna find the expert and I'm gonna have them come on the show.
but to break this down,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, you ain't got to what you call it. Let
I
me
don't
look that up.
break down, but I think I do. I might need to break down in layman's term, but what that says to me right there is all this shit that everybody is this fucking equality shit. and all
Yeah.
the shit that they,
And like we be talking about, it ain't about no, it ain't got nothing to do with no black and white.
it's,
It's fucking rich and poor. Rich and poor. That's it. Rich and poor. And I ain't talking about fucking them niggas in Harlem. Rich and poor.
that should make me
That's
want
it.
that should make me want to light up.
Yo, I'm getting ready to roll up too, man. Is are we good?
No, you. I mean, I'm the host. You,
Okay, well,
you
I'll
can
be back.
you can always take breaks.
No need to apologize, Shice Black, man. You just
Nah, you good, brother.
you're actually I'm saying giving us stuff to talk about. So we appreciate you, brother.
Uh-huh.
Fuck,
Nah,
I'm talking about it now. See, this shit pissed me off.
oh,
Yo,
then I can't get off because I'm always in for that.
listen, I'm telling you, man. There's no way in hell you're gonna sit here and believe anything that anybody is saying about what they're gonna do to help the poor people, man. If you fucking sit here and just keep believing in this government when it comes to that little
Word
shit
up.
there, that shit right there that he just put up, voted against slavery. Yeah, the fuck.
Against removing it.
Yeah, this is what I'm
Against removing it from the Constitution.
saying. To vote against removing slavery from the Constitution.
Then the
Because-
Constitution wouldn't mean shit.
Listen, if they are willing to do that, then all that shit they tell you that they going to do, all right, hold your breath. And this is why I say you go and you acquire you some nice piece of land and you just build your own little community. It's your shit.
Right on the low.
I
Like you said,
don't own.
long as we ain't trying to spread it to the masses, we fine. Live a good life. I'll
Yeah,
be back.
listen.
Word
Like
up.
I told you, yo, Shice, I don't looked up the uh temperature control 30 20 by 32 feet greenhouse. Like you could farm, you could plant your own shit, you could leave the greenhouse and go right, you could put your fresh soil. Like there's mad shit you could do when you got mad land, son. There's mad shit you could do. So I don't really care. I don't care. I'm trying not to really, if they Amish people did it. I don't know if I'll go as far as riding horses and shit like that. But as far as just moving somewhere and minding your own business, acquiring enough land and just minding your own business, man. That's it. Anybody trespass, they will be. I'm legal. This is mine. Get the fuck off. And it won't. And that's what I'm saying. It's so much detail. Shice, I'm gonna kick it with you, man. There's mad details that I'm not gonna say. I know
Well,
always
I'm out because I have another show I need to go. I'm a guest on. So as always, it's always a pleasure being on Talking Real.
Oh man, if you out, I'm out, man. I'm not gonna stand here and look at this empty black box with a.
He's gonna come back and we're gone.
You're gonna come back and I'm not gonna leave the studio, but I'm not gonna be just saying it because I could go on for days about that. But I want to save some of my thoughts about that right there for another episode. Today was a peace day, so I want to end in peace. And talking about that will have me not very peaceful.
No, we'll discuss that another day.
We'll use that one in tomorrow. I mean next episode. Next episode we'll do nah. That shit gonna get a Patreon episode right there. I need to say what I want to say and how I want to say it and not worried about YouTube. So I'm gonna save that one for Patreon. That will be a Patreon episode, next one from the people. I will give you my thoughts on that right there. So enjoy the rest of your evening.
Appreciate everybody who tuned in.
Stay safe. Much love. Wise and